This is a chronic foundered pony that I've been working on. She's had laminitis and that has progressed to founder. You'll see that she does not grow a normal healthy hoof, and that's because there is permanent damage to the coffin bone inside the hoof. This has been a chronic condition for her going on for many years. At this point, we're just maintaining her the best that we can and trying to keep her comfortable. So here you'll see me start to trim the bars. I like to start there when I'm trimming foundered hooves especially. That way I can figure out where I want to set the heels. And she's not standing great today. She was definitely more sore than she has been the last few visits. Her metabolic condition, meaning she does have Cushing's, as well as her diet, definitely interferes with her hoof health and any progress that I'm trying to make. So here you'll see me trimming the heels. I am trying to rocker her back onto her heels. Horses with founder tend to grow very upright. The coffin bone is detached and rotated, as well as the palmar angle being positive, meaning the heels are high. So I'm thinking about what's going on internally as I'm making decisions for the trim. Here you'll see me cleaning up the sole. I am a barefoot trimmer, so I don't normally clean up the sole, but in this case, she has a lot of false sole that needs to be removed. It's not live, it's not attached, so I'm cleaning all that up. Here I'm starting to work at the toe. You see how that's lifting and peeling off? It's, again, not attached. It's not live sole. And sometimes I would leave that in place regardless, especially when dealing with a foundered horse. But I do have x-rays on this horse, and I know that she has a ton of sole. Her thick sole is a saving grace and a huge benefit to her. So I'm only removing a thin layer, just the loose stuff at the top. So in my opinion, when trimming foundered horses, one of the most important things we need to do is address the positive palmar angle, or the high heels. So I am rockering her back onto her heels. These are toe pillars from the heel straight down, toe pillar, toe pillar. And you'll see me leave these in place because then she'll have support here and here while I bring the toe back. And that'll help her stay comfortable through the trim cycle. Now the next most important thing I think that needs to be addressed with a foundered hoof is the toe, because the toe is another thing that tends to grow very fast and very long, and they get a lot of leverage on that toe. And this is what we call a laminar wedge, or stretched lamina, from the bone being detached from the hoof wall. So this is all dead tissue. It is not live. So you can see me trim that toe back and relieve that leverage. With this type of trim, you will notice the hoof will appear squared off, and this is intentional. And it's important to learn how to read the hoof. Here we'll see continued event lines running continuously down the hoof wall. That is due to inflammation inside the hoof capsule, also known as laminitis. Please keep in mind that I am trimming a foundered hoof. This is not a normal trim because it's not a normal hoof. There's pathology here that I am addressing. So I would not trim every hoof this way. I certainly would not trim a healthy hoof in this manner, but this is my go-to method for laminitis or foundered hooves, and as the hoof heals, the trim changes. I'm going to show you this area of pathology. Here is the laminar wedge, the stretched lamina. Can you see that? Hoping my camera is focusing. You won't see that on a normal healthy hoof. Is prone to infection. Like bacteria and fungus. That's why you can kind of see some of these blackened areas in here. So it's compromised lamina, compromised hoof. So the last thing I'll do is put some kind of treatment on it. She knows. We're getting through this little by little. That'll be all for this foot today. And I will attach in this video pictures of where we started months ago as to where we are today, so you can see the progress that she's made. Good girl. I see your pretty face. Oh, say
Keeping
hello.
her comfortable and happy and able to walk around and enjoy her life is the most important part. Unfortunately, the likeliness of her hoof ever looking normal or pretty, so to speak, is slim to none. She does have a significant amount of permanent damage to the hoof. So I'm not focused on aesthetics as much as I am her comfort.